Alrighty, as you can tell, we are talking candy. Ever wonder how peppermint candy gets its stripes? Well, Cheryl Tan gets some answers and shows us how a Chesapeake Candy Company has fed our sweet tooth for almost 100 years.
It's an amazing company, and I had a really good time with this one. Step inside H.E. Williams Candy Company in Chesapeake, and it's really like stepping back in time. The candy is all made by hand, and it has been that way since the business started back in 1919. It's the kind of place where customers walk in year after year empty-handed, and then they leave with boxes filled with sweet treats. I was able to get an up-close look at how the candy is made in Hampton Roads. The H.E. Williams Candy Company is a family business, and for almost 100 years, the company motto has stayed the same.
We try to make everything reasonable, and we put candy that's got a little bit of flavor to it.
Mint Puffs, Peach Buds, Hot Rocks. Loyal customers stick by their favorite flavors.
The fancy mix.
The fancy mix and the Fruit Loops.
Peach Buds and pineapple lumps.
Everybody remembers it back when they was a kid. Their grandmother had it and they give it to them, and they still coming in generation after generation because we still make it the same way.
Gene Williams follows a recipe that goes back to 1919.
We cook it over here on the stove. We put 30 pounds of corn syrup, 70 pounds of sugar, and a gallon of water. The water is to make it emulsify. Then we melt it back down. And then once we get it at a temperature, we pour it on the table, and what we're doing now, we're cooling it back down. See, it's still soft. And we get ready to pick that up. We start kneading it like bread. We fold it over, and what you're doing, the cold table is cooling it down. Each one of these pieces weigh about 50 pounds. What we're doing now is working all the color through the candy, make sure it goes all the way through, because this is going to be the stripe part.
You get quite a workout, Gene.
Oh yeah, we go to the gym after we do this to loosen back up, putting the red color in it for the stripe.
The candy business is a year-long project, but it gets really intense starting in the fall. From October to Christmas, crews crank out candy 7 days a week. Machines like this one, made in 1908, do much of the heavy lifting. The Mint Puffs are popular from January to December.
Now we're adding the flavor to it. We put the flavor on once it gets over here, but everybody thinks the flavor's in the stripe. The flavor ain't in the stripe, the flavor's in the candy. The stripe is for identification.
Williams shares one other secret to making the well-known treats.
Patience.
We're almost done with this batch.
We're going to crimp it, cool the rest of the way down.
And now it looks like what you would see in a bag of H.E. Williams candy. When Williams says things have stayed the same, he means it.
Try to keep everything plain and simple. All our advertising is word of mouth. We don't advertise on the radio, no nothing.
That means no company website, no social media presence, and Williams says no plans to change.
We're all still plain and simple. We try to keep the costs down the best we can. We just got a phone, answer machine, and that's it.
It does have a front door that is always open to customers.
We sell as much candy as we can make, so we don't try to advertise no more.
This old-fashioned candy company is forging ahead to include a third and even a fourth generation.
Well, we're hoping to keep it going. It's a good product. Like I said, it's lasted over the years, and we're working on trying to get it 100 years.
Even though you won't find H.E. Williams on social media, you will see its candy in stores all across our area, maybe even under your Christmas tree. When you see this label, know that the candy is
made in Hampton Roads.
That was so much fun, and everyone might be on a little bit of a sugar high after trying this candy. It is good stuff. Now, you won't be able to reach out to H.E. Williams on Facebook, although there are some websites. They're not official company websites. You can certainly stop by. They're in South Norfolk, 1230 Perry Street in Chesapeake. You can give them a call as well. Their phone works just fine.
You know, that was really fascinating.
It was, wasn't it?
The behind the scenes, and I have a piece of the pineapple lump in right now. It's really good. Excuse me for, I mean, it's a little rude to be eaten, but it's really tasty.
I totally understand. You have to. I had a bit of the Peach Buds right here. This is one of their best sellers. It's got coconut inside.
Right.
Delicious.
And of course, everybody's favorite, the mixed bag. All right, Cheryl. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.